Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 and hello fellows, Herogon the Game Dev here. Today is Wednesday, July 20th of 2022, and today's video is going to be very different, as on this day 10 years ago, Sean LeBro joined YouTube, and since then he has created quite the deal of content right here and right now. And I'm rather happy that he has continued on to this very day creating this stuff, because without it, I don't know where I would be using Unreal Engine 4. Heck, I probably could have given it up a long time ago. But thanks to him, I've kept on going, and it's been quite the crazy ride, whether it's for him or whether it's myself, whether it's anyone else that's doing Unreal Engine 4 or 5, we're doing a lot. Anyways, moving into the fighting game Funlog part. Last week, we left off at Settings Menu Part 1, creating the widget for it. Now, I have actually had lots of updates to this, all thanks to another Unreal Engine 5 framework, this time coming from the FizzWiz and many others, the Infinity Plus Colorful Combat Engine framework. Now, this particular framework allows you to make your own little Sonic the Hedgehog video game, and it has quite a deal of stuff. I wish I could go in depth into it all, but I'm afraid that would really make this video a lot longer. So, we are just going to focus on the options menu and the many parts of said option menu, as this does pertain to my own. I, in fact, took plenty of parts from this particular options menu and used it in my own little one. Now, for Sean LeBro himself, he did something very different. He instead used buttons and did his usual move selection stuff. But for me, I decided to go with the Infinity Plus Colorful Combat Options menu, which is a little more efficient on the UI, or user interface in this case. And right now, I will show you what exactly this little settings area entails. Right around here, we have ourselves the general area. The general area is for the general gameplay. You can set all players on one device, such as a keyboard. You can set the round time to different little value, such as 60, 90, 99, 120, or even infinity, to keep those guys that like going on for many, many times, that sort of thing. However, the rounds to win is limited, as you can win you only need to win a maximum of 5 rounds. That's the only maximum amount you can try to win. The minimum amount is 2. If both players happen to be in a tie, then there will be a third final round of sorts, or fourth, or whatever other sort of thing. But what matters is that if 2 players tie one round together, then they are forced into an extra round as a little tiebreaker. Then there is vibration. Now, I need to admit right here and now, I am not the best at knowing what vibration is used for with regards to fighting games. So this is sort of just covering the bases like a lot of this stuff. And when I press what I call the left or right shoulder buttons, you can go to audio and then back to general. So yeah, this is definitely a useful thing to do. I'd like to give thanks to the people working on Infinity Plus, the framework behind that. I'd like to thank them. FizzWiz, many other people behind this. Thank you all for giving me a bit of spark of inspiration. Anyways, this is probably the shortest out of the usual, so I think I will show you a bit of an in-depth look as to how exactly this works. Now, when I press the shoulder button menu left P1 or shoulder button menu right P1, which are currently just Q and E for keyboards since, well, I'm not using a controller right now. But there is controller support, so hopefully that's a bright spot for you. Now, going into here, we set our active widget index, and that is done through this selected node, which acts like an if-else statement or a branch. If an active widget index is less than or equal to 0, then true is 0. But if it's false, then we subtract from that and go to whatever was last around this area. In my case, if you were on audio, then you go back to general. And if you were on general, you go nowhere. At least unless you add another little button there. Right in between, right in front of general, to the left of it. Now, for shoulder menu right, it's mostly the same stuff, except we are going to add to it. That way, it goes from general to audio. But if you're going to press again with audio, you won't go anywhere unless you add another button to the right of said button here. Now, currently, the options for the audio is a bit limited. I did set up some values right here for sound effect and music volume, but nothing for that or the audio has been implemented yet. Hopefully by this week on Sunday, there's a little bit more updates for that part. Anyways, to those who have been sticking around, thanks for coming. Shouts to Sean the Bro for his many amazing Unreal Engine programming tutorials. They have been a great deal of help for me. And happy 10th anniversary to you, Sean the Bro. This has been an amazing ride. And I hope this has been an amazing ride for you for the past 10 years. Here's to another decade or 10 years for this little channel right here. Thanks for tuning in, fellow fans. I've been Herogon, you've been you. I'd also like to thank Sonic Infinity Plus Colorful Combat, the team behind it, for helping give me a spark of ideas with their little options logic. Thanks for coming, guys. Goodbye.